So in the last class, we have seen collections, and out of which we've seen array list, hash map, and hash set, and array list with objects as well, user defined objects, which is called person. And we have seen something called typecasting, that is what downcasting, and we have seen iterator. So if you would like to re-explain typecasting, I will explain it because I feel that little bit explanation needed. If you want, I will explain it.
Sorry, what?
Regarding typecasting, if everything is everything clear from your side?
Yeah, the one which you told me day before yesterday, that is a parent class when it is referring to the child class. You need to typecast it or something. Person, object.
Okay. Before that, before getting into the collection, I'll be giving one more program. Okay, which is related to the object-oriented programming. With that, you will get to know why we are doing typecasting. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll take college main itself. College there. And college and ABC college. See, if these three are available, what we are doing here is college equal to ABC college, correct? Now, in ABC college, if you see, if I am writing, ABC college is a child class. I am writing student dress code. See, in all colleges, you don't find dress code. Only some colleges, they put dress codes.
Yeah, right.
So, here is a method, correct? Now, see, what we are doing is, with a college reference, okay, that means superclass reference, we are holding a child class object.
Yeah.
Correct? Now, I am trying to call, with this reference, I am trying to call child class methods, right? Basically, when you are calling this, the child class methods are getting executed at runtime, correct?
Yeah.
Now, I am going to put dot. See, do you find any method called student dress code?
No.
Yeah, dress code is all over.
Yeah, dress code.
Yeah, that is not. We have written student dress code, not dress code.
Okay, so can you scroll down?
Yeah, I'm just doing it slowly. So we reached already W. That means it is not there. Now you can check. Do you have student dress code?
No.
Yeah, the problem when you have referenced child classes with a parent class reference, you can only call the parent class methods which are overridden in the subclasses. Either it can be overridden or not. See, if it is overridden, subclass method will be taken care. If it is not overridden, it will be parent class method will be taken care. But there are some methods which are specific to the subclass, that you cannot access using parent class reference. At that time, if you want to call that method, now what you need to do is
You should create an object of ABC College and then do.
no, that is common thing. That usually you do it. But from this object, from this reference, what I am going to do is I am going to create a reference for ABC College itself. See this object having a reference of parent class. For the same object, I am going to create a child class reference. How do we do it is, you need to downcast it using a college object, using a college reference.
How did you get that tab?
Huh?
How did you get that tab? Wherein it says add to downcast?
Yeah.
Control space, is it?
No. You see the mouse pointer. Just place the mouse pointer over the error. Now this will come. Got it?
Yeah, add cast to.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is child class methods cannot be referred by the parent class methods unless if it is overridden.
Exactly.
Right?
Unless it is a parent class method which is overridden in the subclass, then only you can call it. But if it is specific to the child class, you cannot call it. So you have to again downcast to the child class reference and ABC College dot student response. Now you can get it. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So that is the reason here in the array list person, if we go, that is the reason we have
so there is some
yeah, good.
So there is upcasting and downcasting.
Right.
This is downcasting wherein child class is creating a parent class typecast object. Upcast is the other way, right?
Right. Exactly.
So that is object person.
No, that will be different way. We will discuss that, but don't get confused with too many things right now.
Okay,
Just
but generally downcasting is used.
Yeah, we don't use upcasting. See, the upcasting thing, why we need to discuss is, people usually confuse in the interview and they will ask, that's it, nothing more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't use it actually. That way we don't write a coding at all, first thing. Okay. So here I want to call person age, get F name, get L name. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was not able to hear you.
yeah, network got disconnected it seems. So, one second.
Okay.
Stop recording. Right. So here what I'm saying is, I need to call a get age, get F name, get L name method. So which I cannot find in object class. You can ask me, why you, what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, carry on.
No, I got a beep sound, so I just wanted to see again something happened or not. Yeah, everything is fine. Right. So here I want to call a child class methods. So the thing is, iter.next is returning a super class reference to the child class. Okay. You take any API method, it is going to return you. It is going to return you an object reference for any of the classes. If you take any existing methods which are provided by Java, it is going to refer you object reference, because it doesn't know what class you have written. So that's why what they will do, they will send you an object reference for your child class. Now, from the object reference, you cannot call the child class method. We have already seen now. So that is the reason we do downcast it to our object. And one more thing. Now the object is referring to the person class. Okay. Suppose you have something called employee class. You have something called employee class. You cannot downcast it to employee class because the person object, the object is referring what it is referring a person object. So you can
Person
only,
object.
yeah, you can only downcast it to person object. You cannot downcast it to other objects.
Okay.
Right. You clear about this downcasting?
Yeah, got it.
Right. Now, let's get into some more programs. We will see some of the utilities, what we can do, what are the things we can use, what are the inbuilt functions. So with which, how can we make our development easy. I'm going to create one array list, okay? Create array list using list. Now, I'm printing this array list. How do you do it?
Okay.
Iterator?
Print.
No, that's just, we are printing.
Iterator
Yeah.
is equal to.
Just don't worry, we will write so many times this program. While
Yeah.
has
Next.
and then sys out iter dot next. Till here, I don't need any explanation, right? I don't need to give any explanation. Let's run the program once. What is the output you are getting? Is just see. Now, this is the output I am getting, correct? Now I want this to be sorted in order. I want this to be sorted in order, not the insertion order. Now it is maintaining the insertion order. Now I want sorted order. So what do we do? Usually starting means we have to go for starting algorithm. But as I said in the first class that we have so many built-in methods, you can just say collections. Collections is a class, is a util class. You can say util class. So collection is a util class wherein you can have a lot of methods. Dot sort list. See, without creating an object for a collection class, we are able to call a method on the collection class. How it is possible?
It's a public class.
That's okay. Public class method.
Yeah, it's a public class and it is a super class.
No. The sort method is a static method.
Okay, so you need not create it, you can use it.
Yeah, see here it is showing italics. Whenever italics comes, imagine that is a static. Okay. The
Okay.
static, the last point I told, all the util methods are going to be static.
What is static method? A static class I know wherein you need not create an object, you can directly use it.
Static class we
Static
haven't
method.
discussed till now. We have
Okay,
discussed
like
static
you
method.
said.
We have discussed static method only, not static class.
Okay, so for static method, it's the same, is it? You need not create an object, you can directly use the method.
Yeah, static example. Let me see one second. Okay, here I haven't given the method, but thing is,
Person.
you cannot create a static class until unless it is a inner class. Okay, we didn't discuss about inner classes. We'll discuss that later. But see, static members, that means properties, can be called without creating a class. Static methods can be can be called without creating an object. Both of them, properties and methods, you can use without creating an object if it is a static.
Okay.
And I said all util methods are going to be static. Now the sort is a util method. Okay, util method. So that if you see, that is a static method. Collections dot sort of list. So
Okay.
now what is going to happen? Let's run the program and see. What happens?
Yeah, it's sorted.
Correct. Now this is good. So you understood, right? What is static and what we are doing?
Yeah.
Right. Now I want in reverse order, descending order. This is what my requirement. So that time what we need to do is, we have another sorting method, collections. Today's programming is going to be much more easier compared to all other programs. Okay. Dot sort list, and second parameter you need to do it again, collections dot reverse order.
Okay.
What you need to do is, now this time we have to use overloaded sort method, which is having two parameters, that is list comma collections dot reverse order. You just need to say that. So when you say this, it will imagine that, okay, that means these are going to be in reverse order. Now let's run.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
Right. Now
Yeah.
I don't want in sorting order or descending order or insertion order. I want the numbers to come in random. I should not know what number it is going to return me. What is the order going to return me? So then collections dot shuffle. Shuffle means it's going to make your list random.
Shuffle.
Yeah. Now just run it. See, it does not have any order. It is neither the insertion order, nor sorting order, nor descending order. So that's what. If you have some numbers, you want to shuffle them, you can use collections dot shuffle.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where exactly we use sort or shuffle in real time? A simple example is, you have some table of data. You have some table of data.
Yeah.
Okay. So usually, if you see the examples, there will be like if you have a big table of data, when you click on a table, the table column, all the rows, all the columns will be, all the rows will be sorted out, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
earlier, if you want to do those kind of application, we used to use the sorting methods. But now there are so many other technologies with which we usually do it. But in real time, still also like see what is the default sorting order should be there, or like once you get the records from the database, you want to sort them and show it to the user. Directly show it to the user in a sorting order. So that's where we use sorting. We need
Okay.
we need charting a lot of times.
Okay.
Right. Now coming to the shuffling. Shuffling will be used between the logics. So like you just want some kind of a jumble numbers within 1 to 100. You just wanted to assign some ID numbers to all the employees. You need some jumble
Yeah.
numbers. So the
Yeah.
jumbling numbers are going to be generated with using shuffling.
Shuffle. Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
So these are all today whatever going to discuss. It's going to be only one line of code kind of thing, so that it will be much easier to understand and much powerful also, which are very important when you are doing a real time coding. Now shuffling is
Okay.
over, sorting is over. Well, let's see what else available. You just need to do control space collections dot. Now there were so many methods, so let's see some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now there is some method called fill. Now what is this going to do? We need to see.
This will add a number in the list.
No,
9.
no. See, when I say collection start fill of list comma 9, it's not going to add a number. What it is going to do is, how many numbers are available for us now? Presently, how many
6.
numbers? 6, right? All 6 numbers are going to be replaced with 9.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right. So you have a list and you want it to be replaced with one number. Okay. Then you can do this. Fill. We are saying fill. Just it is going to fill the array list till whatever the elements are used. Okay. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello?
Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't get any voice and then I thought disconnected. Right. Now, see some more methods. Now, in this list, what is the frequency of 21?
It will give how many times 21 is
Right.
there in the list.
Right. What it gave? 2. Because we are doing this, one second, let me comment this, then you'll come to know.
Yeah, it is in the first, so
Right?
yeah,
Now,
got it.
this is frequency. So likewise, we can do some more things.
Okay.
Self-explanatory, right?
Yeah.
That is simple. We don't need
Maximum in the list, minimum.
to. Right. So likewise, you can go ahead and see all the methods. There are hundreds of methods. Okay. So
Yeah.
like whatever possible, you do it. Okay. So it's all of them are going to be this simple only. Okay. That's the reason I'm not going to explain any of them, because it is going to be. I mean, whatever I explained, the most frequently I used it. The most frequently I use it. The other methods, I don't use it usually in programming. It doesn't mean that any other program also used it, because the project I am using it might not be requiring of those kind of methods, but the project which others does could be having a requirement for them to use those kind of all the methods. That's why you have a lot of methods. Practice all of the methods. Okay. Hello.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Okay. Now let's move on to the very good and important topic. Now we have seen with integers. The same thing can be done with the strings also. Okay. If you have all the strings, then when you say collection dot sort of strings, then it will be going to sort with a ascending or descending order, whatever the order you expect. And remember, this sorting can be done, collection dot sort can be done for list only. Either it could be a linked list or array list. But you cannot use this for
Okay.
set or hash map. Why? Because set and hash map are already having tree map and
Sorting.
tree set. Those are already started sets are available. Started things are available. So that's why you don't need to use this
Okay. Yeah.
here.
Got it.
No, that's fine. Now we'll go into the objects, user defined objects. So now I'm going to do with the user defined object. Now we are going to see some new concept. Person is already there. So I'm going to use the same example yesterday. So I'm just going to copy it to another class to do it. But before that, let me do this thing. Create a see whenever I'm creating, if you see this super class, by default super class is java.lang.object. Able to see, right?
How is that?
No, it is deep by
Yeah.
default they will populate it. If you want
Okay.
another superclass, you can just select it here, so that it will create a extends ABC college extends college. If you want to do it, select ABC college here. Sorry, select college here. But if you don't select anything,
Okay.
the beta by default object will be there. So you can ask me, but nowhere it is showing extends objects. It won't show extends object because it is going to be internally taken care by the JVM. Every object in the Java, every class in the Java extends object class. Okay.
Okay.
Now, create a person object with some of them objects. I am taking this only. Okay, let's take whole thing. What is there? Let's take the whole thing. Correct? This is, we don't need any explanation.
Yeah.
We already done it. Now let's try to use collection.sort. What is going to happen? Let's see. Okay. Simple. Now run
Yeah.
it. Now run it. Fatal. It failed. What it is saying? Exception in thread main. Java.lang.class cast exception. Okay. Calm Garuda and that package person cannot be cast to java.lang.comparable. And if you see here, the line where it is failing is 19th line number, which is nothing but we are doing is sorting.
Collection.sort.
Yeah. The main problem is if you want to use collections.sort on any of the objects, on any of the list. So instead of which you have objects, either it is a string or integer or double or long or user defined object. Any object which needs to extend an interface called comparable, which needs to extend an interface called comparable.
Okay.
Now, this person is extending, sorry, which needs to implement basically. This person is implementing comparable interface. Is person
No.
doing that? No, right? So, not do it. Implement
Implements.
comparable. Listen to this concept carefully. This is very, very important. We need to use this more because in real time we need to play with more of objects, not with simple integers at all. Okay, more of objects. Of course, at the end we go with a primitive data type only, but at the high level we play more with objects. So now it is giving some error. Now let's go to this light symbol. Go place
Quick
over there.
fix.
Right. Quick fix. Now say add unimplemented method. So basically this interface is having one method which needs to be overridden or implemented, which needs to be implemented. Okay, one more thing. Whenever you are telling a terminology, okay, whenever you are overriding a superclass method, you have to say overriding. Okay. Whenever you are overriding a interface method, you have to say implementing.
Okay.
Why? Because in class the method is already available with some definition. So that's the reason we are not implementing new. We are just overriding the parent class. But whereas in interface, you will see only method declaration. That's why now we are implementing. Just terminology change, no concept change. But people, when we say I'm overriding an interface method, some people will see it odd. I mean, so that's we have to be taken care with the terminology as well. Now, what we need to implement here? Returning 0 is not going to be sufficient. The logic, there is a standard logic. You need to remember. I'm going to write one standard logic now. That logic we have to write inside of this. Okay, on which basis these objects are available? I'm going to on which basis you want to sort it. Whether you want to sort it with ID, that means sorry, age, or first name or last name. Which one?
ID.
Age basically here.
Yeah.
Right. Now, first is here also it is supplying with object. This object needs to typecast it to
Person.
the same thing we have done in this is the same kind of program we have done in cloning. We have typecasted to person. We have typecasted to person with address. Now,
Why are we typecasting here?
again I said, right? I want to call a age method, get age method. How do I call in the object? I need to compare,
Okay.
right? I need to compare with age.
Yeah.
Now let's write it. You have to write first.
Since it is in the same class, you can't call it directly.
It could be in the same class, but it is coming with a reference of object.
Okay.
Class is nothing to do with it. This method is
Okay.
your reference now. This is the method.
Okay. Instead of referring to the person, you are referring to the object method. So that's why you are typecasting. Here.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here we are going to use an keyword called this. I'll tell you why we have to use it. First, let me write the code, and once it is executed, I'll explain you what is this. This dot get age equal to less than if it is this dot age less than return -1. Okay, return -1 because see, this method is expecting integer value. Either you need to supply 1, -1 or 0. These are only 3 things you need to supply. Else,
Okay.
if this dot get age greater than person dot get age, then return.
Where is this dot get age pointing to?
That's what I told, right? I'll tell you. Let me complete the code, I'll tell you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So, this is the code. We need to always return -1, 1, 0. Okay?
Yeah.
Now let's run the same program without changing anything here. What is going to come? See, it is sorted age order. So you may think it is already sorted order. So let's do what do we do? We are going to keep this to down. Correct? Because that already we have written in sorted order. Now the sorted order is gone. Now let's see. See, even though you don't have a sorting order, it's coming in a sorting order. So this is the way we have to do sorting. So you can ask me a question saying that, Bala, like for strings and integer, we haven't used any comparable. But does integer class written by us?
Does integers?
Class is written by us or JVM? Java.
JVM. It's a wrapper class.
It's a wrapper class, right? So
Yeah.
the wrapper class, if you see the integer class, if you open the integer class, let's open the integer class, Control Shift T, integer. If you open and see this integer class, okay, first you will not find anything here. Now you need to attach a source to see it. Where you need to attach, click on this, go to external file, click on this and go to external file and go to your Java location, JDK. You will find something called source zip. Select that. Now you got integer class, which has been written by the
How did you
Java.
get that tab? It's attach source.
Control Shift T.
Okay, got it.
You
Okay.
need to type integer. Once you enter it, you'll get a screen which is file with attach screen button. You'll not be able to understand what is there in it. Click on attach and select a source.zip which is available inside a JDK folder.
Okay.
Now if you see, this is an integer class written by the Java people. You cannot extend this class. Why? It is a final class
Okay.
and it is extending number, implementing comparable. So they are already doing it. That is the reason by default it is working out for you. Now it's time for us to do. See, person is our object. It is not JVM Java object. Person is our object. So it's our responsibility to use comparable to sort it.
Yeah.
Okay? Till here it is clear.
Yes.
Now coming to the this, what exactly this doing is here. See, what is going to do is actually whenever you supply this objects to a collections dot sort, first what it is going to do is it will take first element. Okay, it will take first element. The first object is going to be referred with this. The first object is going to be referred with this. Clear?
Okay.
First thing. And the next, here in the person class, if you see this object obj, if you are seeing, this is going to be your second record. This is going to be your second record. So that's the reason what we are doing. This is representing the first record and this person is representing a second record. Now these are comparing based on the -1 and 1. It is going to arrange them in that order first. It is going to arrange them in that order. Clear?
Yeah.
Now, next point. Next time, if that is arranged, that this is going to point to the second record and the person is going to point to the, this object is going to point to the third record. Basically, it is going to compare it. Right? So that is the reason. Yeah. Whenever it is started comparing, with which object it started comparing, with which object it is comparing.
Person object.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's I'm just telling generally. So this is representing the current object. This means the current object.
Okay.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Right. Now that is the reason if you see, all of them are having this here. That means whenever you are creating a person object, for the person object, you want to set all these fields. This is the way you have to set. This dot age equal to age, this dot fname equal to fname, this dot lname equal to lname. Then for the created object, those values are going to be set. Clear or confusion?
Can you repeat it, please?
Right. See, here I am creating a person with some variables, right?
Yeah.
These are things which needs to be stored inside a person object. Correct? So that means you have to set the values. You have to set the values or not?
Yes.
Right. Now I'm going here, click F3, I'll go to that constructor. Now these three values are parameters only, but I need to
Yeah.
set these values. So for which object, for person object I have to set it. Okay. Unlike here, here I got a object reference, so I am able to do it. But here there is no reference for me. The only reference I have is this. That means the object currently you are trying to create, for which if you want to set the values, you have to set it this way.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Clear? Any question?
Yeah. No.
Clear, right?
So the currently referring objects variables are denoted with this.
Not variables. The object itself is denoted with this.
Okay.
Because it is denoted with this, you can call the variables, methods, everything. It is
Okay.
as good as your reference.
Okay, got it.
Whatever you do with your reference, the same thing you can do with this. But this represents the current running object.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Now, this is good. Now I have a requirement. Once this code is done and developed, and I need this sorting around 20 to 30 places. Okay. So I'll always use collection dot sort wherever I require. Right?
Okay.
Right. I cannot take out anything and I cannot modify anything here, because I require of 20 to 30 times of sorting in my various pages. I have so many web pages, or I have so many business logic wherein I need sorting.
Okay.
So I cannot do anything on this. I mean, I need the sorting with age. Now I got a requirement to do sorting with first name. Then there is a problem, because we are allowing only person to work with only with age, not with the first
Yeah.
name. Then how do I do it with the first name? And at the same time, I cannot take out the code of sorting order with age, because the age sorting order is used in so many places. So I cannot touch person class now. I cannot say inside a compare method, inside a compare to method, I will write first name dot last name, those things. I cannot write it, because I need age also. This already with age sorting also available. I need age sorting, as well as sometimes if I say I want with first name, then I need it with first name. Then
Yeah.
it's time to learn something called comparator. It's to term something called comparator. You need to write a class called person comparator. Instead of writing in a new file, I am writing here. You can write n number of classes inside one class, one Java file. Inside one Java file,
Yeah.
you can write n number of classes. Now I'm going to write person comparator,
Okay.
which is going to provide you a sorting order with first name. Now,
Okay.
class person comparator implements comparator. Earlier we used comparable. Now we are going to use comparator. Now
Okay.
again it will say some methods. Instead of quick fix, you just need to go here. Directly this will come. You don't need to go for quick fix and all. Just place your cursor and say add unimplemented method.
Okay.
Now, unlike earlier, you will get here compare method with object 1 comma object 2. Here also you need to return -1, 1, 0 based on your requirement. Now here we have two things got it. We got two things, object 1 and object 2. So now it's time. What we need to do is we have to downcast these two objects to person object. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Is it not space between person and O1?
Not required. It's not required. You can keep it, but it's not required. Simple. If something syntax is wrong, you don't need to worry. Syntactical errors can be taken care by the IDE. Okay? You don't need to worry. Now, see, we need to compare strings. When you are comparing strings, we need to do a lot of coding. Okay? First, we need to compare with the ASCII codes. First letter. First, you need to take all first letters. And then all second letters. And then all third letters. So, that logic is a big logic. That's why we can use the existing logic from a string. So in string we have something called compare method. Compare method. So what we can do here is person 1 dot compare to person 2. If you say like this method, if you click on F3 here, oh sorry. Oh, this is wrong. 1 second. No, not person 1 to person 2. Sorry. We have to do on base of first name, right? Not with person and person 2. Dot get first name. Dot compare. Dot compare to what is another string? Person 2 dot get
2 dot
f name.
get name.
Get f name.
Yeah.
Now this is going to return you 1 minus 1 0 according to the strings which get in here. Now go to the go to here compare to method which is written by the string. See, if you see the logic, it's going to be a big logic. But at the end, you can see here they are returning C1 minus C2. Here also they are returning C1 minus C2. Here they are returning length minus 1 minus 2. So basically, these are going to return 0 or minus 1 or 1. So based on which, it is going to put them into sorting order. Okay? This is the existing method already.
Yeah,
so
got it.
we have to write for strings, we have to write it this much, and we should not write that way because already there are, suppose Java is providing some methods, you should not use your own methods because whatever the Java given is going to be the optimal one, is going to be the better one compared to the one we are going to write it because these are written by the experts.
Okay.
Okay. And now this is a comparator we have written. Now how do we use this comparator? Now what we need to do is, if I say collection.sort, that is going to sort it with age. What you need to do is collection.sort, take the second one, list is available, and now I need a comparator. So for that, what we need to do is first create an object for person comparator.
Okay.
Supply this object to second parameter. So
Okay.
when you supply this, instead of the sorting calling the compare to method inside a person class, this time it is going to call the compare method inside the person comparator.
Okay.
Now let's run the program. See, is it started or not?
Yeah.
Right. So that's why you can write it for how many parameters you need comparator, that many comparator classes you have to write it.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
This is what a comparable and comparable comparator interfaces, which we usually use in real time to do sorting for the objects.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's take some 5 minutes or 10 minutes for questions. Any questions? Then I'll take up the question, and then we'll wind up. Any other questions, or like we'll wind up the class? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it.
Hello?
Yeah. Is everything clear?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, we have some more topics left, like we need to discuss hash code and equals method. What is the advantage of it with person? We are going to use the person class only. Okay. You can write, basically you can create any other object also, but there is no difference. Instead of again creating an object and doing the same thing, we are going to use
Yeah.
whole thing with person object. The same thing you can, so whenever you are practicing, you create another object, you create another fields and trying to do it, prove it.
Okay.
You may get some kind of clashes, you may get some kind of issues.
Okay.
Then there you will understand what is the exact use of it.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Any doubts in
Yeah.
today's class?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
It was clear.
That's clear?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. Practice them.
Yeah.
And then we need to discuss again same kind of concepts like as I said, equals and hash code. Before that I need to explain what is hash code, and then we have some more things like generics we have to discuss.
Okay.
There's a concept called generics, and then some of the math utility classes we have, math, random, these things we need to discuss.
Okay.
So it will take, I mean, I said the collection will take comparatively, I'm going to take it for, usually I said 4 hours, but we'll take more than that because as you said, you require more hours in collection. So I'm going to keep it.
Tomorrow the class would be at the same time?
Yeah.
And how about on Saturday or Sunday?
Tomorrow is, no, Saturday we wouldn't be having a class, but Sunday you will be having a class.
Okay. How many hours?
It's going to be same, like 1 hour we're going to give it. We'll see. I mean, I have to see other things also, right? Because I already given some commitments and also I cannot just go. I cannot tell them.
Yeah,
that,
I understand.
Yeah.
So is it okay for you on Sunday morning?
Your Sunday morning?
For you. Yeah, for you Sunday morning.
No, I said right. There is no class in Sunday.
Okay. I mean, is it possible for you to take 1 hour?
Yeah,
Saturday
not this Sunday. Maybe in the next coming days I may take it. Okay, not this Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not even 1 hour at least this Sunday. Any time is okay for me.
No, nothing like that. It is not like that.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm just thinking on it.
Hello?
Yeah. 1 second. Hello?
Your voice is breaking.
Is it clear now? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Uh, there is some problem with the software today. I,
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
yeah. I'm able to hear you,
Yeah.
but you're not able to hear me actually. Yeah. So, yeah, this Sunday. Okay, this Sunday I will take it up.
Even?
Then, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know the time tomorrow. That should be okay.
Same time. If it I'm taking that same time, it's going to be.
Okay. 7:30, right? Your time?
Yeah, 7:30.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Right.
Okay then. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye. Good day.
Bye. Yeah. Good night.